Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. It's been a while, man. This year is already off to a crazy, crazy, crazy start. I've been begging. He's going to get on. He'll probably say something different, but I've been begging for the founder of Dreamlit to come on the show. And they said, I told them, I said, don't come on the show unless people can make money with your tool. They said, all right, Jenny, we got you, we got you. So we're going to call him out if he doesn't, we can't make money. No, I'm just giving him a hard time. But I'm going to welcome to the stage. I want to get right into it because I know if you guys got a lot of questions, just answer your questions below. Obviously, as soon as you come in, give us a thumbs up to let kind of let Google and Gemini and everybody else know that we're kind of bringing the juice here. All right. So without further ado, make sure you put your questions in there, and then I'll put a link in there just in case you guys want to pick it up. But without further ado, let me add to the stage. Uh, Ajay, what's going on, sir?
How's it going? It's good to see you, Jenny.
Doing good, doing good. How's the weather in New York? Are you guys still 8 feet
Oh,
under snow or what?
basically, yeah, it's very cold, but we're in an industrious building right now, which
Mhm.
is in the middle of a large complex, like we're in the middle floor of a large kind of tower here, and it's very hot in this room. So it's
Interesting.
yeah, we're getting quite the contrast therapy here, but we're
Yeah, I mean, you can see out here it's sunny, right? So in California, man, that's how we do out
yeah,
here, right? It never rains in Southern California. Anyway,
yeah.
smart,
Thanks for rubbing that in. Yeah.
smart reference. So listen, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you into a 30-second single shot. I want you to introduce to the world who
Yep.
is Dreamlit. Let's go.
All right. So Dreamlit is the world's first AI email agent. So for those of you vibe coders out there, it's basically lovable for email. Um, basically, is your like partner to help you better reach out to your customers, better reach out to your users, which means, and I know Jenny, you're going to appreciate this. It means you can unlock more revenue, more engagement, um, communicate better with your users, and basically set up any email workflow, whether it's a one-off email blast, a like repeating workflow, or any like app-related email workflow. So if you have users sign up and you want to send them welcome email and then follow-up emails, as you know, like communicating with your users is essential. That's where Dreamlit comes into play, and we make it as easy as just talking to the agent, and the agent will build everything for you, totally end to end. And it's better than just using a vanilla vibe coding platform, because we are specialized AI and a specialized UX specifically for email. So I'll stop there. Obviously, we'll jump into the demo and show you guys how you can make more money and
All right,
unlock
now
engagement using Dreamlit.
you said a lot there. I only gave you 30 seconds, man. You took, but I know you was trying to set it up. You're like, hey, Jenny, I'm sure you appreciate this. It's not just about me. It's about my audience and show up. They know they show up here. They want that Jenny juice. They're like, hey, man, how can I add more dollars into my bank account? And that's what we're here about. So if you don't mind, you said you're the world's first. Give me that again. I need to get that line again. I definitely want to get you on camera saying you're the world's first what? I just want to make
Right.
sure.
We are the world's first truly end-to-end AI email agent.
Oh,
So I
okay.
know that's a
So
mouthful.
that's a mouthful. So what I want you to do is we use use cases here. So
Yeah.
I want to give you an opportunity to kind of show people when you say you're the end to end, let's see it, baby. So this is going to be a working session. And what I want you to do is as you're explaining to us, is I kind of want you to you can share your screen. I'll pull it up. But what I want you to do is walk through, okay, this is what people normally do. When you get a client in, this is it. So you talk us through and where the vision, the aha came on for Dreamlit to produce a tool like this. So walk us through it.
Sure.
You can share your screen when you're ready.
Okay, give me a sec.
I can't wait to see this. Man, it's like Christmas last night. I was like, man, I gotta see this thing.
All right.
So
Let me know if you can see my screen now.
I can see your screen. So walk us through. Let me try to make this larger. So walk us through what's going on. Set it up for us so we'll know. Right?
Okay. So when I mentioned that we are an end-to-end, a truly end-to-end AI email agent, what that means is, unlike every other email platform or service out there that requires you to basically integrate your email solution with your code, meaning you get an API and then you have to stitch that into your code. Dreamlit does not have an API. Instead, Dreamlit actually sits on top of your database. And so
let me help you set it up a little bit, right?
please.
So for every other tool, like if you do go into this vibe coding mode, and if you're not, shame on you. You should already be there by now. And I'm not chastising you. I'm just saying you want to jump in this pool now. So what you're basically saying is we don't need an API, right? Application programming interface to connect with any other tools. But every single, if you're going to log in, you want user passwords, you want that, you're going to sit on a database. You need to control.
Right.
If you run a SaaS, period, you're going to have to sit on a database. So you guys say, hey, we sit on top of the database. All right, I just wanted to clear that up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's a great clarification. And basically what we do is we give you the ability to vibe code your email workflows. And so if you've used a Lovable or a Bolt, Replit, or pick your favorite vibe coding platform, the user experience with Dreamlit is going to be very familiar. So here we've already configured my database, and I can give you guys a little bit of context. So I vibe coded this this note-taking app called Mindbook.
Okay.
And this is actually a little pet project of mine that I built back in high school that I decided to re-vibe code or like
Right.
to recreate. And so I have this little waitlist in the waitlist box here, which
So let's set it up. So this is something you created, and it's like what is it? This is something. This is a vibe coding project, right?
it's a vibe coding project. Basically, I have a waitlist info
For
box
people to
here
get it
that
once you release it.
What's that?
So for people to get it once you release it.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay.
And so what I want to do is, let's say I want to configure the email to send once someone puts in their email address in that text box.
Okay. Once they put their email into that text box. All right.
That's right.
Okay.
So all I got to do is,
before you tell us that, tell us what you can go ahead and share again. Tell us what happened, what usually happens, right? So versus what you're going to do. So what usually happens when you take a wait list, because I use a wait list myself, so I'm interested. So what usually happens is a person just puts their name on an email, and they may get like a response email or something like that, right?
Yep.
And then so what you're saying is then what?
Yeah. So what you would have to do is go into your vibe coding platform or go into your code, wherever your code is.
Wherever the code is, yeah.
And stitch that code that's going to send the email when someone signs up or puts their email address into that input text box. Right. So, and then once the code is in there, then you have to test it. Right. And testing would be manual. Like you have to go in, like put in the email address in the text box, hit enter, see what the email looks like on the other side.
All right, stop right there. I think we got some here. So, and a lot of people don't know that is when you start stitching it together, you got to test it. So a person may be looking at this right now and saying, well, I can have it write all my emails for me. You can, and you can have an email sequence.
Yeah.
But to go through the actual testing of once you stitch it together is like going in for brain surgery. And I don't think a lot of people know that, right? I know that because I have, as of last night, 5 apps, right? I have 5 apps right now. And what happens is you have to stitch together, but then you have to test it. Does it work? Did it say this and all that?
And then you're probably using some generic app builder to code your emails.
That's fair.
Right. So you get like pretty like crappy template to start off with, right? You have to iterate on that versus if you used a dedicated, specialized AI that's built for email, then you get beautiful templates out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to think about email is basically what we want to offer to the world. So,
all right, so let's pick it back up because I think you lost your screen share.
Oh.
So normally what you'd have to do is you'd have to do a lot of manual stuff. If like right now, if you wanted to do a wait list, you have to test a wait list. Does it work? Does it do what I needed to do? Right. And right now you're saying, let's go ahead and add that back to this. I'm just trying to help people along so they can visually kind of envision what's going on. All right, so go ahead here.
Cool. All right, so just like in your Lovable, you can just ask the agent whatever you want. So here I'm going to say, when a user joins my waitlist.
We're in Dreamlit right now.
Correct. We are in Dreamlit.
Yeah, you got it, because people got to know. So we're actually in Dreamlit right now. So you're going to go in kind of like Lovable. You give it some instructions.
Set the stage a little bit. I can show you. I've already connected my database here.
All right, database is connected. All right, cool. So this is the database that the wait list that people are going to go on the wait list. They got to go into the database on the back end.
That's right.
All right, cool.
That's right. Yeah. So when I put my email address in here, what it's going to do is it's storing that in my database.
Got it.
That I have connected in my Dreamlit already.
All right, so let's go back to that front interface. Let's give it the instructions. I think is where we were.
Cool. So let's say when a user joins my waitlist, let's send an email saying you've been successfully added to the list and will be launching soon. And let's also send me a Slack. Let's also send me an internal Slack when this happens.
So what he's doing now with that is he's getting notified in Slack, right? And I'm trying to help people out who are not vibe coding or who are still on the edge and still trying to learn. He says, hey, when somebody signs up, send me a notification in Slack. I know. So what he's doing now is he's programming it to say, hey, when they sign up, add them and send an email and then send me a notification. All right, go ahead. I'm just trying to help you with the play-by-play.
Yeah, that's right. And I've already configured a Slack channel. I didn't show that.
No, you don't have to show that. I just
to kind of set the stage.
Sure.
And so what Dreamlit is doing right now is because it sits on top of your database, it can understand how your data is stored and like essentially how your app operates. And so it is in the midst of constructing a workflow that's going to build exactly this functionality into my app.
Now,
so
before you say anything else, what you need to know, right? Let me put myself back. Let's put us back on. What you need to know is even in vibe coding, right? And it does a lot of things for you. This particular piece right here is still it's still manual. This is the manual piece of vibe coding. And since they're the world's first to say, let us make this part vibe coding as well, you now have a complete piece, right? And so I just want to set that up. So now what you did is you say, hey, go ahead and create this workflow, do everything for me just off of the prompt. So that's cool. This is a lot of manual labor. A lot of people don't know that. All right, so go ahead.
And we're just getting started, right? Like if you look at the email, it's been you get a beautiful template out of the box. And by the way, this is completely customizable, obviously. So
let's go back to the workflow real quick. Let's see what it did. So what it did, all right, let's walk us through this. And so it said, hey, it added a row. Okay, go ahead.
So basically this workflow is going to get kicked off when a new row is added to my waitlist emails table.
Right.
So this is what's going to be storing my emails here. So when I add an email here, it's going to be adding it to the waitlist.
So when he adds a new row, it's like it's in Google Sheets or Excel. It says, hey, did a new person come to the row? Right. Yep. And so what happens is, all right, trigger that. A new person comes to the row and then it does what?
Yeah. So then it's going to do two things.
Okay.
Parallel. So it's going to, number one, send me an internal Slack.
Right.
And it's put together this payload. I can send myself, I can preview this. Maybe actually I'll preview it. Let's Yeah, I had to connect up the right channel.
Don't worry about that part.
You can just send yourself an
You'll just be
internal
notified, or
verify
you can just send yourself. You can send
Yeah, exactly.
yourself
You can just test
an
it.
email.
I
Yeah,
would just send it to yourself, and then you can test it.
yeah.
But also, it's an internal Slack. It's not that important, right? You can,
Sure.
it's more for my own kind of having an ear to the ground on
All
like
right.
what's going on. Just get like
We got the Slack part. All right, so let's go over
yeah.
here.
And then the other thing it's going to do is send an email. And so if you click the email step, you'll see the email template that is generated.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to make any changes to this email, I can just, oops, did I lose the stream again?
You did. What are you doing over there in New York, man? Is it too cold over there?
Yeah, the
So
cold.
so as you get that back going, basically, you can start trying to pull it back up. So basically, right here, I can customize it. Now, depends on what you have, depends on what program you have. I can use my own SMTP. Is that possible? What are you doing over there?
Weird. I don't know. Must be pressing something. Hang on.
Yeah, you're hitting something there. So it now, can I have my own SMTP? I want my own email. I want my own email, my own domain. I can have my own domain, right?
Yes.
Depends on what plan we have. We'll just leave it at that. We're not going to get into details, but I can't have it come from my own domain.
Yeah.
Right now, what you're saying is it just created all that emails already ready. All right, so let's go.
Yeah. So Dreamlit will give you a default sender by default.
Sure.
So that's why it looks like it's coming from Mindbook, like that's the from name, but actually it's coming from with Dreamlit.ai.
Okay.
You can put a reply to. So even if you don't have a domain, you can still use Dreamlit. The one thing you'll have to be aware of is you get rate limited. So you can only send 100 emails a month to protect the sender. But this means that you can get going, add emails to your app without having a domain. Yeah.
Right.
Now you can add your own domain regardless of plan. So even if you're on the free tier or any other plan, like you can still add your own custom domain.
All right, that's good to know. All right, so now walk us through what's supposed to happen next. So you only wanted this to happen. Now, can you show us other things? Did you want to pivot from here? Because we got this. It created this for us, and it's going to do that automatically. Did you want to go a step further and show us something else, or?
Yeah, so this is a pretty simple example of like what you might want to add to your app.
Right.
But it doesn't just stop here.
Okay.
You can because Dreamlit sits on top of your database.
Right.
It means that you can also email your users just by talking to the agent. So you can set up email blasts just by talking to the agent.
So I'm gonna let them know now that I'm ready to launch, because I don't know,
exactly
50 people on the wait list.
Yep.
So now, again, getting away from manual, which is more than people think, definitely in vibe coding. So now that you're ready, you say, all right, now let's launch. So now what you're getting ready to do, you're going to tell Dreamlit what?
Yep. So now let's say I'm, I've like put the final touches on my app and I'm ready to go public, right? And I have this wait list of hundreds of people or thousands of people.
Sure.
I want to let them know, hey, Mindbook is live.
Right.
In the kind of old non-AI forward way, you would have to like export that into a CSV from your database.
Sure.
Import that into some marketing automation tool or
some CRM, outbound,
whatever, right? It's like there's a lot of like overhead there.
Sure.
With Dreamlit, since you've already got your database plugged in to your email AI email service, you can just ask the agent. Oops.
No, that's me. Go ahead. You're good. That's me. So now I can ask the agent. Okay.
You can just ask the agent, hey, I want to send out a broadcast out to, let's say, all my waitlist users in 1 hour that the platform is live. And you can use, let's say, promo code launch week for 50% off for the pro subscription.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I can show you like the pricing here. Actually, I'll kick this off. And then while this is going, I can show you guys there's a free tier and there's also a pro tier. So basically, let's say I want to push people to like the pro tier.
Right.
Obviously, you want to engage them ASAP about that. And I've set up this promo code to give them 50% off.
Okay, so what we're doing, what I want to stress right here, which is the reason why I found it so powerful, is I want to stress right here. This was all usually used to be done manually. I don't think, and that's probably more than what people think to do this, or you have a VA do it for you or what have you. But now I can just have Dreamlit do it for me.
Yeah, it's like one prompt, which would have otherwise taken you potentially,
with other tools as well. Now, is it as this continues to run? Can I have it do anything with my CRM? Or am I getting a little ahead of myself, or I'm getting a little advanced here? Or are we going to stay on the surface?
We can definitely go there.
Let us finish this. I'm just kind of wanting you to already have tools already. I just want to make sure that people are getting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can export and import, or rather, you can export your engagement analytics data into your favorite CRM if that's what you prefer. So I can show you guys the analytics afterwards if we have time.
Yeah, I don't want to throw you off. Okay.
But yeah, you can put together a 360-degree view of how your users are engaging with your emails by going to the analytics. Actually, this particular account doesn't have any analytics yet. But
you're good. So this is it. This is the workflow. It says one-off broadcast. It goes in. It's because it's sitting on top of your database. It's doing a database query, right? Select all waitlist emails from the broadcast.
Correct.
Then it says send the email out. Now, did you say you want to send it out in an hour, or did you tell it when you wanted to send it, or what did it say? I mean, I forgot what you.
Yeah, I said in 1 hour.
So in 1 hour, it's going to do that automatically in 1 hour on its own.
When I click send.
When you click send, when you're ready to go.
Correct. Nice. Yeah, and that's the same thing with the other workflow as well. I have to publish it for it to go live.
Right.
It means you can feel free to experiment as much as you want. Create the workflow. Did I lose it again?
Yeah. What do you keep clicking on that? So, all right. So let's move fast forward. So we got that. We can send out a quick email. Now let's get into some money making type of because we're halfway in. So let's get into. Did you wanted to pivot somewhere else? We'll talk the analytics stuff. We'll get to that at the end if we have time. But where do you want to pivot from here to kind of show? Because I still don't think people really know some of the back end power and some of the intelligence that it has, and I want you to be able to showcase that.
For sure. So one thing you can do. Do you see my screen?
Yeah. Let me add it. Hold on. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. So one thing I want to highlight is when you send out this broadcast, you can see exactly how many emails are going to get sent out.
Okay.
You can preview every single one of them if you wanted to. So for example, here I'm previewing this email out to this person. If I want to preview a different email, and like I said, this is just a vibe coded thing. So right now, but I can preview this one if I wanted to. And you can also customize. So this is really important because, if you want to maximize the odds of someone engaging with your content, with your emails, personalization is key, right? So making the user feel like it's not a generic email that's coming to them, but rather it is a tailored email to, that recipient is what's going to maximize your chances of, people upgrading to pro.
So what you're saying is, let's say it's
etc.
Let's say it's 20 people. And then out of those 20, there's 3 I really want to have a personalized message. I can find theirs and personalize theirs. Man, I saw you the other day. Listen, this is dropping that. You can do that, but it's still going to send it out with that same batch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to say that. You got to say that, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting it because the reason why I'm getting it because I've had to do this, but I've always had to do it manually. So I now understand that the power in that is, listen, I got 50 of them, but 2 of these people, I want theirs to be unique. I can go and find them, make theirs unique, and still send it out with the same batch.
Yeah, and you can just talk to the agent to do exactly that.
So you can say, hey, find Joe Schmo and Jimmy Schmo, and and then how would that go?
Yeah.
Find Jimmy Schmo, Joe Schmo. Yeah.
Let's say, well, in this example, that you don't have any data to personalize the user off of, but let's say the user also puts in their first and last name, right?
Sure.
Right now, in this like waitlist thing, there's only the email, but let's say we also have them put in their first and last name. A very simple personalization that you could do here, which would give you an immediate boost in terms of engagement,
Mm-hmm.
is just having the first and last name, or at least the first name,
Right.
in this email, right? Being like, hi, first name, whatever, right?
Right.
Well,
most CRMs allow us to put a name, first name, and they give us the, what is that called?
But you are in charge of funneling that data into that placeholder, right? So, and then you have to like, there's no easy way to test and preview, right? Like how things are going to look. But also, we're not a CRM.
No, I got that.
We are,
I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we can do the customization. All right. So now let's start making some money. So now what?
Yeah.
He's
cool.
like, yes, okay.
So let's go to another use
Scenario,
case.
another workflow, or
we can do another workflow.
Okay.
We could do a thing that a lot of business owners are going to have, which is a freemium type business model, right? So you might have some
let's talk about that. Let's talk about it.
You might have some users on a paid tier, and often there's opportunity to push or gently nudge your free tier members to the pro tier.
So let's talk that. Let's go ahead and set that up. As you set it up, I'm gonna explain to people what we're getting ready to do here. So I'll allow you to set that up. So most people, in which I'm thinking, most all of you, if you do get into vibe coding, if you do start running your, and maybe you guys don't know, I've been doing a lot more research, and I know in Asia and definitely in China, they're teaching their kids in school about AI. And also what I've also learned is the statistics are saying that there's going to be more business owners in business, right? And so what you have to do, I think you as an entrepreneur or a small business owner can start developing tools. If you've been running with me, if you've been in my camps, anything, you've been a part of my community, I've already been trying to direct you guys in the fact that there's going to be you're going to get hit with the largest wave of entrepreneurs in your life over the next 2 years. And so what you have to do is they're going to be so new, they're not going to know tools, they're not going to be as savvy as you, and you have to maybe come up with your own solutions and your own SaaS products to be able to help them and get them out into the entrepreneur world a lot more. And you may develop what's called a freemium plan. And a freemium plan, and I think everybody doesn't know it's called freemium. Some people are just like, oh, they gave me this for free. So a freemium is you start free, and then a person maybe get like 10 uses. And then after 10 uses, they have to upgrade, or they have to wait till next month till they get reset on the 10th on the free uses of the 10 again. So I'm setting that up for you, and you keep going. So
I lost it again.
Hang on. You were up. I was ready to bring it up, and so a freemium plan. I think Dreamlit has a freemium plan. I think you guys have something that's for free.
We do.
And the best freemium plan that's no longer free anymore is what is the name of it? Zapier.
Zapier. Yeah.
I hate to put them on blast, but they used to be a freemium. Now they're no longer a freemium. They're like, oh no, you will. Are you back in yet? I'm being funny, but that's the best model that I can think of, because they gave you so many zaps. They gave you so many zaps for free, and they're like, listen, dude, we gave you 10 zaps already.
Yep.
If you want to get more zaps, because look like this is going to be your business, then you need to upgrade. And that's the perfect freemium model. Did you want to say? Are you back? Did you add it back yet? Or are you trying to get it?
Yeah, let me add it back here. Okay, you can see my screen.
Yeah. All right, let me add you back. Let's kind of get it. Let's kick it into gear here. All right. So now I set you up. So this is a freemium model. All right. So let's take it up from there. I got you set up. All right.
Cool. And by the way, I'm glad that you mentioned Zapier. Like, we are you can think of us as like an AI powered Zapier, purpose built for email. So, you can set up workflows and then use the agent to kind of set those workflows up for you. And
Okay.
unlike, Zapier, we do offer a free tier.
Man, get off of Zapier. Let's move forward because I'm telling you, people have been following me. They know I'm at odds right now with Zapier.
For sure.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to help you. All right, so this is a free. So what you have here is if you have a freemium model and you want to nudge people to say, hey, you know what? Why don't you go up to our $5.99 model from free? Then set this up. And this is what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So in the Mindbook example, so
Okay, let's look at the Mindbook example.
The free tier has 5. You
Okay.
can create up to 5 maps. And so what I basically want to set up right now is a weekly job that runs on Monday that finds users that are close to their limit within the free tier.
See, now we're getting to the good part.
Yeah.
Now we're
getting to people that are likely going to upgrade, right? They're gonna pay for your product.
So we got some intelligence built into it because you're right. If it does sit on top of the database, it can kind of do some research and say, hey, how many people are at 4?
That's
how many people are gone to 4?
That's exactly right.
See now. Now we can talk, baby. All right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna test and say how many people use 4 this week, how many people this month has used 4. And then let's pick it up from there. Now, now we're jiving. All right.
Yeah.
So see what I was telling you? All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited now. Now I'm sitting up in my chair. All right. So go ahead.
I love it. All right. So what I told the agent was exactly what I wanted, which is, like I want to find users that don't have a pro subscription, right? That haven't bought, and that have created maps in the last week, right? So that means they're active, right? They've done something.
Got it.
And for the ones that are close to their free tier limit of maps, i.e., let's say they have at least 3 maps, the limit is 5 for free tier. I'm going to send those people an email saying how many maps they've created, how far they are to the limit, and suggesting that they should upgrade so that they can create more.
So here's how this would go. And I love that. So what you could essentially do, you tricked me because you didn't tell me it had this much juice. I knew it had juice, but you didn't tell me it had this much juice. So let me put my face back on here. And everybody knows once I get going in my thought process, I'm out there. So you can essentially say in the same token is, hey, congratulations. We see that you've built 3 maps already. And what we like to do as a token of our appreciation for appreciating our tool is we'd like to offer you a coupon.
Yeah, I can do that too.
A coupon because a coupon with 10% or 20% off is better than no percent, right? And so now what we do is we say, hey, what we like to do is offer you 10% coupon for the next 2 months or whatever. And if you're finding value in this tool, we want, if you want to refer a friend, and then we'll give your friend the same coupon. Man, what you been doing to me, Mr. New York? You didn't tell. What you've been saying, right? You've been saying, oh well, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Oh my God.
The key is if it's in your database, you can set up any workflow communicating with your users on it. So if that referral code is in your database, or if it's just a static one that's for everyone, but I'm guessing you want to track your referrals.
Yeah.
Right. So that means your referral codes are probably in your database, which means you can customize your emails that are coming out of the workflow with those like user specific referral codes.
Okay. All right.
And this is what makes it different than a CRM.
Sure.
Because it sits on top of your database by default. Right. Like you don't have to like funnel data in, there's no like multiple sources of truths, right? There's no data syncs, nothing. It's just,
go find this. So it's specifically designed to live and breathe inside of a database on the back end.
Yes.
And look for patterns, right? It's able to, That's
And
more intelligent than a lot of people.
Hey,
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I didn't tell it anything about Mindbook. I just talked to it like I would an email developer or just an engineer, right? Or not even an engineer, like what I want, right? Like a lovable or whatever.
But it knows it's attached to the Mindbook database, though.
It knows that it's attached to the Mindbook database, which is all it needs to understand enough context about your app.
Okay, got it.
Man, and so you can also give it more context.
Sure.
I can show you that quickly here.
Yeah, no, only show us money-making stuff now here. So when you say give it more context, tell me what you mean, right? Because we're into the money-making mode now. So
yeah, so you can add more context in the product details here. But yeah, going back to this workflow. So what it's done is it's starting at 9 a.m. every Monday. It's a repeating trigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we wanted to do. And it's not published yet. You have to click publish before it goes live.
Mm-hmm.
Did I lose it again?
No, I was trying to make it. Yeah, I think you did lose it again.
Not sure what's going on. Maybe it's because it's a cross browser. But let's try this again. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, let me add it back. You're gonna owe us overtime. So what'd you do? I just added it back. What are you doing? Yeah, wait, man, what are you doing down there, man? Hopefully, man, what are you doing? Are you clicking on something, or you got a mouse? You got a fast mouse or something? Or
I don't know, man. Maybe my laptop needs a refresh. The New York cold is getting to my connection, apparently.
All right, so let me add it back here. Maybe it's me that's dropping you out. All right, go ahead.
All right, we good?
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, so the workflow is going to start every Monday. It's going to find all my users that are close to the limit.
Sure.
And that have created, this is important too, right? You want to find users that are fresh, right? That have just most recently used your product, right?
They're more apt to upgrade. Yeah.
They're more likely to upgrade. Also, like they're less likely to mark you as spam, right? If you email a user that hasn't been active in your product for months or whatever, like they're gonna mark you as spam. And by the way, that's really important because you want your emails to go to the main inbox,
right?
And when you get marked as spam, that plays a role, obviously, from a deliverability standpoint. So then the final step is it's gonna actually send that email. And here's where you can see the power of personalization, right? So you can see it's pulling in where you are. So this is for this particular user.
Oh, so each person is going to give them the unique dynamics?
That's right. It's going to give them a custom email. So I can select a different person. Let's say I want to select this person. Right. This is a different user, right?
This guy's killing me, man. He's got all this stuff. He's been sitting on this hiding his stuff. His machine keeps going off or whatever. And he's got this nasty tool. This tool is nasty.
It's magical, man. I'm telling you. It's like, when you start playing with it and you can imagine the possibilities.
Sure.
You can really unlock engagement. And by the way, this is one-shotted, right? Like I just put it in. This is what you get out like off the bat. Like if you want to customize it, it's very easy to do that as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you can actually. So we have this annotation UX. So let's say I want to say like Is
that like the spin text thing?
I don't know what that is. Spin text.
That's where you change. Instead of it looking like spam, you change the narrative a little bit. Hey Johnny, what's up? Or hey,
right, yeah,
spin texting. That's not what you're talking about right here.
You can do that too. You can describe whatever changes you want. You can be like, hey, actually change this to be less, spin texting style or more spin texting style. But I was going to say, let's say you want to also include like a promo code, right? To give them more of a reason to jump on upgrading sooner.
Sure.
You can just say below this line, offer a promo code 20% off using promo code first pro. I don't know. Make some other. You can make whatever coupon code up you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to say, hey, I don't want this, remove this. And any other changes you want to make, like, instead of having this be like a bullet point, you can say, weave this in so that it's not bullet point and described like a paragraph, right? So it feels more personal.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels more personal. And then let's say I also want to make this only first name, right? Make first name. And that seems pretty good in terms of personalizing this email. And I'm just going to go ahead and send this off to the agent.
So let's move into some more, because we got the personalization stuff now. So what else?
Yeah.
What else do we know? What else do you want us to know? Because the personalization, we got that, and I'm even impressed with that. But
yeah,
what other kind of juice do we have there?
Yeah. So, it personalizes the email, made the changes.
Okay.
In terms of other things, I can show the other thing that I wanted to show is a welcome email workflow, which pretty much every single app builder is going to want to have in their app.
Yeah. So with that being said, right, with that, so there's a user out there right now saying, I don't know if I need this. I can still do my stuff manually.
Yeah.
I want you to convince me, convince me your workflow is the workflow to have. So let's build it. Let's put it together.
Yeah. So yeah, you could definitely hack something together yourself as well. In the same way you could, manually code your product versus using a Lovable or a Cursor or any AI assistance.
Sure.
But you save a lot more time in having to set up any infrastructure, write the code yourself.
Well, we already know that. So what I'm telling you right now is we already know how long that takes. So everybody that's here right now knows how long that takes.
Yeah.
It again. So what I want you to do is I want you to set up a workflow, and I want you to show me how fast it takes, because time is money in this business.
Yeah.
So last night I was up real late last night, and I created my own program. So I created it. I got the front end created, databases created. You can add it back. You can add it back to the screen. So now what I want you to do, because the next step is, all right, now I got to set up all my emails, which is a drag. If you're cranking out different products and different things, the last thing to do is to set up your emails and all your sequences and stuff. And sometimes you may have it already.
It's a blocker from you going live. Like, you need some critical emails.
It is 1,000%. It's 1,000% a blocker. Unless you're launching, I launch a lot of stuff. Unless you're launching, you don't know how much of a blocker it is.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not trying to oversell anybody on that, but people that launch a lot of stuff knows that that's a blocker. So now what I want you to do is, all right, I'm coming to you right now. Mr. Dreamlit, I just need to, I already got all my stuff set up. I got 3 apps I want to produce. Help me put my email sequence together, because time is money. And I want to launch it, I want to launch it Saturday morning. And what's today? Wednesday.
Yeah.
I want to launch it Friday morning. It's Wednesday, and I got to launch it Friday because everybody's looking for it. All the people on the wait list are looking for it. I got held up. Let's launch it. So tell me what I'm doing here.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could launch in a half an hour.
So let's do it. Let's do it.
In terms of the onboarding flow?
Yeah. That's where we're at, the onboarding flow. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I can show you guys just how easy it is.
Yeah, so show us where the money is, man. The time is money. So we're gonna save some time. We're gonna save some time by, you know what? We put an email sequence workflow together and then have it ready to go.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna disconnect my database here.
Okay.
And then I'll reconnect it, and I'll show you what it's like.
Because yeah, you don't want us to be all playing around in your database. I get it. I understand. But okay.
Yeah.
So what do you guys actually put your questions in the chat as he sets up his setup here. You guys put your questions in the chat. What are you guys thinking so far? Guys, tell me here. Let me see. I can't even. What am I doing here? How does this go down? I don't want that. So you guys tell me so far in the chat. What are you guys thinking? Your questions. Johnny's in the house. Who else is here? What's going on here? Mohammed's in the house. Integrity is in the house. What are your questions? I think somebody had a question. Let me go. Let me find it. You're setting up your stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. Let me see. Where's my questions at?
Starting a new project here.
All right. Yeah, Carlos said amazing tool. Carlos is what I was trying to say. Carlos is a big database guy. He does a lot. He moves around a lot of data and stuff like that. I'm thinking tier 3. I full stacked it. I know everybody's not going to be able to full stack this, but I already have 4 apps out there and they're covering the cost of, I've already made my money back. So I'm a little bit different. What I want you to do is, and this is my challenge to you. Let me know when you're ready to come back on. This is my challenge to you is I want you to think about where you're going to be a year from now. That's all. I want you to think about right now where you're going to be a year from now, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know, those who run with me in my communities and different things like that, you guys know I did not think I was going to be vibe coding and all that. Once you get a vibe code, once you get the bug, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. And you're seeing stuff. And
yeah,
last night I had this problem where I had one software wasn't working out. No matter what I did, it was trying to do an RSS feed. I'm not going to blast any software today. And the RSS feed was not working. But then when it did work, it came over on the other side and it was all over the place. And both of them were charging me a subscription. So what did I do? I built an intermediary because the other one had an open API. I said, hey, bring all of that data here, make this here. And I put an application together. And just like last night, because I didn't want it to stop my flow, my workflow, and my cash flow. And so that's just kind of where I'm at now. And then to have a tool like this that I can let sit on top of the database and some of my apps, I think is very powerful. So go ahead. I just wanted to buy you time to set your stuff up. Did you have something to add to that?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question too. In terms of where we're going to be in a year, obviously things are changing very fast, but
sure.
Right now we're lovable for email.
Right.
Where we want to go is we want to be lovable for growth.
Okay.
And so, we want to help you unlock engagement revenue by giving you intelligent suggestions, insights based on your specific application and based on your engagement. So that way you don't have to know, I could benefit from adding a few more emails, a few more follow-up emails in my nurture sequence, right? Or, I could benefit from a little bit more personalization, or, I could optimize my open rates by improving my subject line, right? We want to close that loop for you so that, we can maximize.
So show us what we're going to do right here. And I'm trying to look at these comments and I'm seeing, so what I'm seeing in the AI camp, right? That's the reason why that's the reason why I created AI Growth School, right? Because there's these people that's like, I kind of always had software doing stuff for me. And I was even confused when it did that. You can tell me what your setup is here. Are you setting up here?
Yeah, I think I lost it again. So.
Yeah, so you can, reason why I said it is because there's some people in here is like, oh, it looks a little technical. I'm kind of new to coding. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to see it immediately.
Yeah.
But I think if you're a small business owner, you're gonna get the coding. Trust me, you're not gonna afford to wait. So let's set it up here. So what we're doing is this is a project.
Again?
What are you doing, man? What do you keep clicking on?
I don't know. I'm not clicking on anything.
That's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it's stable now.
Okay.
All right. So what we're looking at is the onboarding flow when you create your first project. And so, in a few minutes, we can pretty much set up Dreamlit for my Mindbook project, which I've just disconnected from the other one. So
sure.
Now reconnect it. So you put in your project name, and then for Supabase, you just click the Supabase option. And I've already pre-authorized, which is why it is showing me this immediately.
Yeah. So Supabase is one of the database. It's an industry standard.
Oh yes.
That he's using. So he's using it. If you're gonna do any type of coding, the industry standard is more likely going to be Supabase or maybe something else or maybe something on Gmail. But so go ahead. We got that. We got that part.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that. So that's the one thing with Dreamlit. Currently, we support Supabase or Postgres databases. And if you're on Supabase, which if you're a vibe coder or the millions of other folks that are building on Supabase, it's literally one click to add to your app. So once you've clicked the Supabase option, it'll open up the first time you do it, it'll open up like an authorization window, and then you click the project you want to authorize.
Go ahead, man. We good.
Okay. And then I can just drop down, select this one, and then this takes about a minute to connect.
So you're connecting to the back end of the database where all of your data lives for your clients.
Yep.
What tiers they're on. They're on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. This is why this is important. Because when you are building your own thing, a lot of the stuff you'll have to do manually. Let's say you will have to do a lot of stuff manually, definitely when it comes to the emails and stuff like that. So
yeah, exactly.
All right, what we got here?
Yeah, so it looks like it connected successfully, so I can give it some more info or not, but it helps to give the model some context. So I can say Mindbook is a visual note mapping tool powered by AI. And then click next. And then it's going to ask me if I want to set up Supabase auth, right? And so this is going to be a blocker for many folks from going live, right? You have to make sure your auth emails are going to real users, which by default they do not. They get sandboxed.
That's true. This is going to go over a lot of people's heads, but I can assure you this right here, you will not launch.
Yeah, you can't.
If you have a regular vibe, you go in Lovable. Oh, everybody's doing Lovable. Everybody's doing Greta. Everybody. Okay. When you get to this point without Dreamlit, you're stuck.
You're stuck. And we make it one click so that if you want to set those up, you already have connected your database and your Supabase in particular. So it's literally one click and boom, now I have all of these workflows automatically configured for me.
Sure.
So I can look at the preview of these templates if I want, but also I can jump into the workflows and look at them there as well. So then you can go into the plan, and I've already selected a plan before. I added this project to an org that already has a plan, so that's why it won't show up, or I didn't have an option to select there. And then you'll be presented with the option of customizing the sender.
Right. Domain.
The domain.
Yeah.
Email that it's coming from. By default, they'll come from our shared sender, but you'll be limited to that.
That's just send it through the flow. I want to make sure that people get it. Yeah, these are things that we're not doing a technical video. I think we're doing one. We want to show where we can actually use this. I'll let you know if we need to keep it moving or not, because I see a couple of questions coming in, so I just wanted to make sure.
For sure. I mean, that's it. You can skip all these steps as well and then just jump straight to the dashboard. So within a few minutes, you're set up. And then just like what we saw before.
So can you write here and say, all right, I know you have templates, right, to do onboarding, or can I then from here?
Yeah.
Tell me what I would do. Now I'm in. I want to set up, I want to set up a 5-day onboarding sequence to send out an email every single day reminding people of how great they are and how great the fact that they took opportunity to launch this tool. Or I don't know what. Yeah. So
how important it is to visualize your notes, right?
And so it's going to create each email, right? I can just say intelligently it's going to create. Okay. So before you hit send, I want to know what you're doing in your thought process of doing this and how it's going to set it up.
Not explain.
This will be the last kind of demo because it's going to put all the emails together, but I want you to explain. And then, yeah. And then on the last day, maybe offer them a coupon or something. So say on the last day, on the 5th day, and then let's read it back and then let's go through it and let's go through the thought process.
20 off, 20%.
So as he sets that up, let me know when you're ready. I'm going to go through a couple of these questions. I want to answer for a couple of people. So let me know when you're ready. All right. And now, so Muhammad asks, he says, how is this different from Snooze app? Okay. So Snooze app, you lost it again. So
I didn't even touch my computer that time. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So what Snooze app does is Snooze app, it reads your email and then it responds on conditions. So
okay,
if a person says, hey, it's an emergency, I'm locked out, I can't get in, and I really need to send an email or something like that. Let's just say, and this is your business, right? So Snooze can intelligently say, so Snooze sits on top of your email. This sits on top of your database, right? And the only reason why I bring that up, Ajay, because somebody asked here, hey, how's this different? It's totally different. Snooze sits on top of the email, meaning that if you have a Gmail account, Snooze sits on top of the Gmail. It can go through it and say, hey, here's an emergency email. I'm going to draft the email for you. Yeah. And I'm going to respond for you. That's what Snooze does. I just wanted to make sure people are clear. Yeah. Go ahead. And Snooze is no longer here, by the way. We're talking about what is here. So you got this here. So what I'm ready for you when you load it. Yeah, when you share back up, and then we're going to kind of get out of here. One of the questions Frank asked, he says, hey, does Dreamlit provide building specs for our user database so we can get the most out of the tools and triggers? That's almost your analytics thing, right? We'll end with that. We'll come back to that question.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that. Let's finish this.
So you can see my screen?
Yeah, let's read back through what do we want to happen here. So what are we doing here?
Okay. So let's say we want to set up a 5-day welcome onboarding sequence, and we want to send an email every day reminding people how important it is to visualize their notes. And we want emails to be additive and have unique content. So that way it's not repetitive and less likely they're going to hit that spam button. And then of course the goal is to convert them. So at the end we can offer a promo code of 20% off.
And we also can tell it to send it at a certain time of the day. I want you to send this out at 8. Now, can I say 8 a.m. in their particular time zone or just 8 a.m. in my time zone? I want to see how impressed I'm going to be.
You can do it in right now. It's like all the emails are sent at the same time, so it's not dynamic in that way.
Okay.
That being said,
might want to add that.
You set it up. Yeah, it's something we have been getting requests on.
Okay.
It's on the roadmap, like dynamic. Those are dynamic weights, effectively, right? And that's on the roadmap.
Okay.
But for now, it's the way that I envision this being most effective is like you want to hit them with an email, let's say half an hour after they sign up.
Okay.
And then from there we can start off this.
All right, so let's run it. So we just put that in there. So
first email comes 30 minutes after they sign up, let's say.
Okay.
Okay, and then I don't have a brand kit, so let's just make this a plain text. So that's something.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, plain. I just want to show people what it does. That's all. Yeah. So somebody asked, is this similar to Reach Inbox? It can't be similar to Reach Inbox because this is the world's first. So Reach Inbox is kind of a newsletter, kind of emailer. It doesn't sit on the database. You have to. In fact, I have the outs with them now too because I loaded up a database by accident. I loaded up the wrong name, so there's 100 names in there, but I can't delete them. It's like, well, we don't allow you to delete your email. I'm like, what? So anyway, it's the craziest thing, right? So you can't delete the emails, right? So I stopped using it. I was like, if I can't delete the emails that I uploaded wrong and then start over with my new list, they're like, no, we don't allow you to delete emails. I said, all right, well, I'll put you on the shelf. So it's not like Reach Inbox. And stop. And what I want to say, and Muhammad, I know Muhammad, this tool, you've never seen this tool. So stop stop thinking that it's like some other tool because you haven't seen this tool. I just wanted to make that clear. All right, so so he can stop saying, "Oh, is this like this tool? It's just like it's not like any tool." I just want him to know that. All right, so what's going on here? So
yeah, so it's in the process of building this workflow, but so far it's built 2 emails.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can give it a moment here to finish.
So what you need to know, right? It's finishing that. What you need to know is you would have to do all this manually. Not only would you have to connect it to your database manually, which is going to be an automatic stop because you're not going to, that's trust me when I tell you this, that's way more difficult than you think of, right? And this goes on and it puts your stuff together here. So all right, so it's going through, it's creating 5 emails. I kind of just want to look at least 1 or 2. I just kind of want to see what the difference, and it created that on its own.
Totally.
So could you say day 1, I want to say something about thank you. Day 2, I want to say something about, man, I can't believe whatever. And then day 3, I wanted to just, have random things each day. Okay. Yeah.
So this is the first email it sends, and it says, "Welcome to Mindbook," because it's the first one.
Sure.
It looks like it generated an idea. It proposed an exercise. And then it says, over the next few days, I'll send 1 small prompt per day to keep you in the habit of visualizing your notes in a way that compounds.
Nice.
And so let's pick another one. Maybe let's pick the last one in the interest of time.
Sure.
And then use sample data. So hi there, day 5, last note in this onboarding sequence. And it gave another prompt here. And then if you want to keep that, building the habit with Mindbook, there's a thank you code for 20% off.
Nice.
So yeah, that's it. It's maybe took a minute or 2. And obviously you can customize it. The reason why it's using sample data is because I don't have any users.
Oh, you're good on that. So let's go back to his question as we kind of get out of here. You wanted to show us some analytics. Now he asked, get us to the analytics piece.
Sure.
And his question again was, does Dreamlit provide building specs? I don't know. Sound like he's part real estate, part something else, but I don't know. So provide building specs for our user databases so we can get the most out of the tool trigger. And I almost think you kind of mentioned that a little bit because I can see the analytics and who's not using it, who is using it.
Yeah.
That's part of the business growth of it that you said it was. So
that's right.
You can add this back in. Let's take me through the scenario of what's happening here as we kind of wrap up here.
Yeah, so I haven't prepared something I can show on the analytics side. The data in our Mindbook one is obviously empty because I haven't actually sent that out yet. But let me pull something up from our Dreamlit one just to give you guys a.
All right, so let's set it up so we understand what you're setting up. So in this particular case, what you're going to set up, you're going to show us the analytics of the database in for instance, what kind of access, what kind of information do I have? Give me the one most powerful piece of analytic data that I have in my database that you're going to show me.
Give me a sec.
And so this is important because if I have analytics in there, I can say, all right, if somebody, I don't know, hasn't paid or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something as we kind of wrap up here. What do you guys let me know in your comments? I think Carlos said he thinks it's cool. I already know how Carlos thinks. I knew he would think it was cool. Anthony, are you here? Does it make the emails multi-language? Ah, good question.
Not by default. No, is the short.
Okay, so we know not by default,
Yeah.
but can I change the language of my emails to say Spanish?
So if it's in the database, you can.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Like if the content of your email is in the database, then technically you can. But there's no way to flip a switch right now in Dreamlit that lets you like customize the content based on the recipient's language, if that makes sense.
No. I just wanted if I want all. Let's say I have a checkbox that's indicated in my database for Spanish speaking, French speaking, English speaking.
Then yeah, absolutely, right. Because then if you have that in your database, then what you can do is tell Dreamlit to send different emails, right, for different people based on that filter.
Right. So say I have in part of the table is on the back end, part of the schema, there's an area in there that identifies if people are Spanish, American, and so
Then,
I can have it read the table
correct.
or read the row and figure out who's Spanish and
Yes.
send this email only to my Spanish speakers.
Yep, exactly. So let's say you have Spanish speakers and English speakers, and that's stored in some table in your database.
Sure.
Then you could add a filter step and then branch based off of that. And you wouldn't have to add anything. You could just ask the agent to do this. And then the agent can put together custom templates for each audience. So
you almost blew that. I'm just letting you know now.
I know. I almost answered.
You almost blew that because it's really if I'm like, well, if it identifies it should if they're identified in a database, and if it can speak that, okay, okay. All right. So that answers your question, Carlos. I'm gonna tell you right now, Carlos, there's a couple people in my community, right? Carlos is in there, Anthony's in there, right? There's a couple people, they know how I think. They already know. When he said that, I was like, I know what he's thinking because he thinks the way I think, and yeah, he's already on that. What are you thinking about this, Anthony? As we kind of wrap up, what do you guys? Was this more than what you guys thought? I mean, because I kind of showed you on the surface. I'm like, you really need this tool if you're going to vibe code. I kind of left it on the surface, but I'm glad AJ was able to stop by today and kind of give us a little behind the scenes of it. Is there anything that you guys got ready in there that you're going to launch that are really get us excited? Or are you just good right now? You want to hold pat on that, or AJ?
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything? You have anything that like we're gonna launch this in the next week or so?
No? Yeah. So
give us some juice, man. Give us some juice. The channel's about the Ginny juice. Give us some juice, man. Give us some juice.
Yeah. In terms of what's on our roadmap, we've got lots cooking. The most interesting thing in the immediate future is around managing. Actually, two things. Actually, just to keep it simple, I'll say the one thing: analytics. So being able to understand your data is something that Dreamlit does really, really well. And so that exact same like chat experience that you see to create a workflow, you'll also be able to do to generate visualizations on your data.
Okay.
So that's coming soon. Probably the most interesting thing that's coming soon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, love it because I am an infant, so that makes me 6 now. What are you talking about, man? maybe because I think he's just starting out. I think a lot of people are just starting out in vibe coding, right? Here's what I will say, right? And I want people to reference this video as we get out of here. You cannot, and here's what I'll say, and this is funny. This is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You cannot say we didn't tell you so. You like that one? Did you like that one, AJ? Did you like that?
Yep.
You can't, because once you get into vibe coding, you're gonna kind of get a little bit. You're gonna catch a bug. You're gonna kind of get in this little. You're gonna catch the vibe coding bug, right? For lack of better words, but you're going to want to see what else you can create, to see what else you can do.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's what's most exciting about like cutting edge AI, cutting edge tech, right? Like you have to like play around with it to understand its possibilities, like to understand what you can do, like to open your mind up to, your imagination.
All right, man. You want to see my project that I created?
Let's see it.
Man, people are gonna be like, I put my stuff up here. The problem with me is I put my stuff up here next thing you know, somebody else is building. I'm like, what the hell?
Someone's vibe coded it.
Yeah, somebody else is vibe coding. And no, I'm not even gonna do that. My community knows, they've seen it, but when I put it on YouTube, man, for some reason my stuff ends. I'm like, what happened? So I gotta chill on that, right? Because now everybody's got this juice. So
yeah, you got a lot of good ideas. Sounds like.
Yeah, so my community knows though. They run with me. They get all my good ideas, and I let them do what they got to do because I want everybody to grow in the community. So, hey, you guys have been great. Thank you guys for showing up for us today. Make sure you give us a thumbs up before you leave. I actually am going to put a link to pick this up. It is on AppSumo right now for a limited time. You definitely want to get this tool. You definitely want to get this tool because I'm gonna leave with this. You cannot say I didn't tell you. When I say that, you laugh too. Because you're like, yeah, he knows. Because I know, because when I first seen it, I was like, oh my God, this tool, this solves all of my problems. So, hey, you guys have been great. Thank you guys for joining us today at the Digital Growth Hacks Club. I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Ajay, from Dreamlit showing up like you said you would. I appreciate that.
Of course.
And
thanks for having me.
If you guys run into any problems, I think they do have an opportunity for you to meet with them. They do like some 15-minute one-on-ones or something like that for some onboarding. So if you had any additional questions or anything like that, definitely pick his brain for that. You guys have been great. You guys take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.